Okay, had a little few technical difficulties thanks to Brother Bam. We figured it all out. So what's up, Kirk? I see you up in here. So today's the last week of the 6 weeks option course. Basically, I was just gonna go over what everybody was trading, seeing how you guys was doing. But you know what I mean. If you're not doing too well, that doesn't matter as long as you're trading. That's what really matters. So today's last class is really just going over some plays I'm looking at this week. I've been doing really good on earnings plays, so we're gonna try to find us an earnings play. I'm gonna go over one strategy I like to use. Is the bullish engulfing strategy. I'll explain that strategy to you guys. I usually match that up with the Jarvis, and then I usually see what Queen calls out, and if all three things match up, we rock out. Or if 2 out of 3 goes, depends on which 2 out of 3 it is. Now, I rock out with that one too. So let me get this screen shared, and we're gonna rock and roll. All right, so I have the earnings calendar up. It's in the Discord, but I have it up on my other screen. So the first one, well, since the market is closed on Monday, we really can't get nothing Monday, obviously. And then Tuesday morning, they have some good ones. They have Walmart and Home Depot. But with those two, we really can't. We're going to miss the pop or the drop, whatever one we really want to go for. So what's next after that? Let's see. Market opens Tuesday. We have Teladoc. That's an okay one. We might look at that. Let's go over to Wednesday morning. We got Wingstop in the morning, so that could be a swing. Let's check that chart out in a minute. HSBC, it's a bank. Bank's been getting a little hit lately. You know what I mean? They might have been doing nice little runs. Wells Fargo's on a mean tear, but they got some news in over the weekend that banks might be taking a little hit. We also have Wednesday afternoon. There it is, NVIDIA. We definitely will be looking at that one. NVIDIA has been a monster, had some pullbacks, scared some people out, got some people in, made some people money, lost some people some money, but it is what it is. We're traders, so we're going to take them hits and we're going to take them gains. We're going to take our wins like we take our losses. It is what it is. On to the next one. So Thursday we got Moderna in the morning, so that might be a swing. Might be playing Russian roulette with Moderna because they've been going up, down for no reason at all. And there's probably reasons that's behind the scenes, but I haven't been seeing them. Okay, so first one first. The big important one, let's look at NVIDIA's charts. Okay. 1 second. Now this is not working. I'm just having all types of technical difficulties today. My screen is not clicking for me to switch screens. Yep, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, we're pulling up NVIDIA's chart to look for a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame. That's I've been picking my options when I'm on Sundays. I go to the weekly. As long as I see a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly, and this one, it's just been all green, so there's no reason why it might go sideways because it is pretty high. Looking at this for the weeklies, go to the daily real quick. Can you guys all see my screen? Just to make sure. Screen sharing. Thank you. So looking at the daily right now, a bullish engulfing candle. Let me get that out the way first so you guys know what I'm actually looking for. So on the weekly, I want to find one first back here. Okay, so bullish engulfing. Let me squeeze this one in right here, right in the middle. These two right here. So on the weekly, so what week is this? So March 6th. No. Is that March 6th? 2023? Yep. Okay, so we're going back a little bit. That's just for this. But so for this particular one, this candle's open, close, and its high was engulfed by this green candle. Open, close, and its high. This whole candle can fit right inside of here. So technically that's a bullish engulfing candle. So when you see one of those on a weekly, it usually tends to have a lot of momentum in it. So that's the type of play you can get into. And as you can see, after this candle closed this next week, say Monday morning, you got into this play. No matter where you got into this play at, even at its high or its low or anywhere in between, you could have bought it and held it. And then boom, holding, you're not losing too much. You had to get, some time on the contract, then it would have took off. So we look for bullish engulfing candles with a lot of momentum. So right now, this last week's candle for NVIDIA is kind of weak. You know what I mean? But with technical analysis, where we're looking at the candles with it, they're not factoring in that earnings is Wednesday after market. You know what I mean? This is just all technicals. So looking at it, we do have some momentum. I do have a buy signal on my indicator that I have. You know what I mean? So let me go check out Jarvis. Like I said, we always have multiple ways to look at something to see if it's going in the direction we need to go into. Everybody hope everybody's been holding out Jarvis. Hope everybody's been checking out Jarvis. You know what I mean? It's a wonder, helps out everybody. Mike's been making some weird noises. Don't know why. All right, so popping in the video. Powerful. It's a whole bunch of calls going out for the video. Let's check this expiration dates. All right, so we got the 23rd. Yep, let's go for the 23rd, which is Friday. What I usually do when I'm playing options, I'm looking at the 23rd, what they're playing for the 23rd. I might get my option for March 15th. Is it March 5th? No, March 1st or the 8th. Going out a little ways on it. Just because I like to be super safe, or if it does pop in the direction that these guys are calling out and the money is flowing into, I can get, that much more of a return that much quicker and get the hell out of it and maybe get back into it. You know what I mean? If it has a pullback. So as of now, we have strike prices for 760, 810, 800, 800. Now the difference between the candlesticks letting us know, hey, it's not that much pressure right here, and Jarvis letting us know, hey, they got 800s going in. These motherfuckers know that earnings is coming up. You see what I'm saying? They know earnings is after market on Wednesday. So all these strike prices is high as shit compared to, let's see what the stock price is. The stock price right now is 726. So we got 3 puts. And you know what? Let me clear this up. Not saying these guys can't be wrong, all these ones that's pulling out the calls, and these put guys can print. But following the money, checking the chart, like I said, we do got momentum, so it's still on a kind of a uptrend. Actually, it's a decent uptrend. And looking at how many people are actually putting some money into it, yeah, I got a good indication that it might go up. You know what I mean? At least get the run up to earnings. And that's what a lot of people play also. Now, the run up to earnings is basically, I'm go back a week. I'll go back a month. So everybody knows earnings is coming up. So a run up to earnings is basically when earnings is about to come up and people start buying, anticipating if earnings they're gonna beat earnings or they're gonna miss earnings. So a month ago, it just started running. It was, going up consistently. Have one little pullback here, but if you got a way back here, that's not even a pullback. You know what I mean? That's nothing to you. So you're still rocking it out. Now, all the people that bought it back here at 550, you know what I mean, a month ago, it's sitting at 727. And if they have a good earnings, that might go up to 750, 775. But since they're holding the shares, they might just dump them at, first thing after it pops. Not first thing, but let's see, because the market, they can still trade up till 8 o'clock. So let's say, it has a good run up. They might hold it, but some of them might dump it off too. Regardless, it should run up from where it's at. That's how I'm looking at it. 727. And we have 760s, 810s, 800s, 800s, 750s. So these are all big numbers, way far away from where it's at. So let's check out the option chain on it. Yep, had to let one more person in. All right, here we go. All right, so checking out the option chain. Expiring February 23rd. Like I said, let's see if we can get March 1st. See how that's looking, see what those are looking like. Oh, big numbers, big numbers. So they called out who got the most money in it first. Let's see. 217,000 for an 800 call. Expiring the 23rd. So 800 call. They got 200 stacks in it. $1,600. Okay, so a $1,600 contract. Not a lot of people have that in their account to play for a $1,600 contract, but that's why we go further out. We'll go to March 1st. As we're seeing, they're putting 800s in there. So we go a little further out. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a 900, 920, 910. These are on the, fairly priced. But, playing Russian roulette on the option, on the earnings play, yeah, I'm not saying you can't come out here and get this 900 or this 930 that expires this week. Because you have a pullback Monday morning. We have a nice little drop Monday morning. These contracts are going to be a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? So we try to go in there and scoop one up. But like I said, I'm sorry, not Monday morning, Tuesday morning. But since it's not till Wednesday, it might have a nice pullback, or we might be able to get in it Tuesday, let it run up, swing it over to Wednesday, get out of it, 20, 30% gain. Shit, if it goes higher, great, but 20, 30% gain, get out of it. And then we can wait to see what the earnings do. But I'll be playing the earnings on that one. I'll be definitely checking that one out. That will be posted in my channel. So definitely look for that one. So the next one we was going to look at was Wingstop. Okay, now with Wingstop, I only played this stock once, and it was back when it was like $120. So this is not new territory, but it's new territory. You know what I mean? It's up to $319 now. So I know the contracts ain't gonna be nowhere near what they was when I was playing with it before. But that's why we got Chardon and we got Jarvis and we got all this other stuff we look up. So let's go to the charts first. Let's type it in, see what it's showing us. So we got a bullish engulfing candle right here. And that was a couple weeks ago and it's been up ever since. We got another bullish engulfing candle here. Even when it's a red candle always has to come first. Boom, it engulfed it. It's been up ever since. Even in the indicator, the forecast model has it coming down. But like I said, the forecast model, don't know the earnings is Wednesday morning. So let's go look at the option chain on this one. And like I said, we're on the weekly time frame, so I didn't even look at the 4 hour to hourly. But we're going to work our way back after we check out these options and see what they're looking like. Pull up the option chain. Oh, okay, much better. I like these numbers. So we can go expiring March 15th. Oh, these are monthly contracts. Oh, that's why I stopped playing with you. Okay, so real quick, option lesson. Monthly contracts are considered, you can say they're low flow companies, low flow stocks, meaning they don't move much. You know what I mean? Particularly this one actually is moving pretty decently. But a monthly contract, volume is low, open interest is low, and that's in the money. Let's check out here for right at volume 141, open interest 102. So there's some in there. You know what I mean? And maybe we're getting it early before everybody else, before people start really coming in to buy it. But the monthly contracts usually have low open interest, low value. The spread is usually a big spread, meaning, let's see, I can't pull up the spread on this one, I don't think. I guess I could. The bid ask spread, so it's 1020 to 1070. So that's kind of a big gap. You know what I mean? It's not like you can go put, well, you can put 1050 in. Are you going to get filled? Who knows? You know what I mean? Because that gap can just go from side to side with no problem. Usually, $1 here, $2 there. That's a good contract where you can get in, get out, put your price in, whatever. But the ones that got these little spaces in between the bid asks, where it's a good amount of money, those are going to be a little harder to get off. But not saying you can't sell it. You might, if the contract is worth 1070, it's literally saying 1070, you might have to go put 1035 in. You might take a little $35 hit, but that contract will be gone. Now, if it's 1070, you put 1070 in there and it don't sell, and then that 1070 drops down to 1050, 1030, and you're like, oh, this 1070 ain't selling. Let me go change the price. And every time you change the price, it keeps going down. That's basically what happens with low flow stocks. So that's just a little warning, but it's still earnings and shit moves during the earnings. So let's go out of, we ain't got to go out a week because, like I said, this is until next month. So in the money contract for Wingstop will cost us $2,300. But technically, like I said, since it's a monthly, looking at the price change, let's see, this change, let's see, 41%. Gain $50 on this one. So, $170 for a $400 call, $230 for $390. Let me write this down so I can make sure I keep these on my watch list and may have to add it to the portfolio for this one. So 230s for March 15th, 390s. I'll definitely have to call a couple of these out. Well, like I said, I want to wait till Tuesday to see what they're doing, but this just gives you an inkling of how to really look for calling out trades and picking your own trades. And just in case you don't like what we're calling out, or it's out your price range, or you want to spend more money, this is really how you do it. Let's see if Jarvis got any orders on it. See if anything came in on it. I'll type in wing. Nope, no orders on it, which is not bad or good. Yep, nothing came in on it. So if you ever type in something, no orders came in on it. Not saying anything bad about it, just they ain't fucking playing it. That's it. They ain't putting their money into that particular asset at that particular time. Let's see. Who makes the monthly? The company. Yeah, I think the company. I gotta Google that one. But last time I Googled it, it is the company because the asset just doesn't move that much. So the longer the option goes out, I mean, the longer you keep the option, the more money they can have on hand, technically, per se, when they're hedging against themselves. So that's what I think it is. But don't quote me on that one. Going back to the wing. But yeah, like I said, this one looked like a strong play. Definitely looked like a strong play. So we went over basically NVIDIA and Wingstop. Everything else is kind of small. You know what I mean? We can always find a stock that probably moves more than these. Oh, Rivian. Rivian is also an EV company. EV's the rave, but them shits ain't really. They're not moving like everybody thought they was gonna be moving. You know what I mean? People have to buy them, but they don't have to buy them. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, I charted this before. Still on my little channel, I charted. Got my resistance here, my support down here. Weekly. That's no, it didn't really engulf it. And we need a red candle before the green candle for it to be considered a true engulfing candle. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. Let's go check out the options though. You know what I mean? Because if the price is right, the price is right. You can't be a cheap option on an earnings play. And these options, as you can see, move 5 cents. What to do for the week? It lost 2%, which is only 35 cents. Okay, so these are going to be a slow mover unless you get a lot of them. Okay, so it hasn't really moved too much. Last 3 months, oh, there we go. The year lost 25%. But in the month, it only lost 3, but in the last week, lost 2%. So, yeah, like I said, check these out. I'm thinking they're going to be Put City because I don't think they're selling. I got to definitely look into them before. Well, I'll look at them tonight and tomorrow and definitely look at my channel for this one. But I'm going to go Put City. Like I said, people are hitting on. I mean, people are talking about EVs, but not a lot of people are buying them. I don't care what nobody says. So if we want to go for a put, we can go into money. I mean, we could be shit. We can get it $17.50, $200. Got some open interest in it. Got some value. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a mover. Oh yeah, that's a good one. 1750s, only $200. Now, trick to these slow movers is we can always jump out. You know what I mean, before the earnings actually comes out, and if it's going in that direction, obviously to make some money. But instead of getting the $200 one, we can go get this 1551 and get 2 of them. You buy one at 84, see what it do, give it some time to cook, you know what I mean? But then put your phone in your pocket, whatever, wait a couple hours and see, like, oh shit, I'm down to 64. Buy another one. That will get you that $100. I mean, that $200 that we was trying to spend on that first contract. But now you got 2 of these at a better price than what you bought it for in the first place. You know what I mean? If we're expecting it to come down, which is on the overall downtrend, let me open this up a little bit better. Squeeze this in. Get this so y'all can see what kind of trend we're in. Because everybody knows the trend is your friend. And yeah, we're definitely on the downtrend. Had a nice little pop here. All right, there we go. We had a bullish engulfing candle right here. It engulfed it with no wick at the top, meaning that's just strong buying. Had this little wick at the bottom. But it engulfed this one. And guess what? Next week, look at this. Boom. Took off. So now we have a bearish engulfing right here. But like I said, this is on the weekly, so it was a couple weeks ago too. Bearish engulfing. Took off. Down. Boom. Okay, so now we're just looking. Like I said, nothing major, but earnings is bad. If earnings get bad and they can break below the support, let's see how far we can go down. I don't know. Shit, how far could we go down? I'm going to go look at the monthly. Okay, so the monthly time frame, low point, 1157. Go check out something. So if we had the 1550s, I'll show you how to estimate your options before you buy them. You add these to your watch list. Introducing our watch list. Okay, learn more. Watch list. Okay, here we go. Airbnb, put you on there. Okay, where we at? 23rd, and we said, oops, those are calls. Make sure you click puts. Boom. Add the watch list. Okay, so now it's on your watch list. So go over to your watch list. Gotta find it first. Where the hell is it? All right, so you go to your watch list and it's on the watch list. This is before you buy it, just go to option watch list, add it to it. Now it's there. And then when you want to see what's going to happen with it, where is it at? Move. You want to go to simulate my returns. So we said it should get down to 11 at its low point if it has a complete tank of the market. So click over. Keep clicking until you get to that $11 mark. Now, if you remember, this cost us $84. That's that $11 mark. It will be $366 gain. And the estimated cost of that contract will be $450. We purchased 2 of them. Remember, it went up and went down a little bit. So we Average then got our price a little lower. So right now it'll be $450. So it'll be $900 for $175 investment. If theoretically went down to the $11 that it had. So let's see what else. And that's the fun thing about, simulating your options or just looking at an option watch list and adding it to your watch list and just checking out the price points, seeing what you can get, seeing how much it's going to cost, and shit. If it goes the opposite way, you know where to cut out. With this, you can always have a good exit point. There's a lot of people like, hey, when do I get in? When do I get out? Hey, what? All right, just get into it. You know what I mean? And then when you're into it, have a point where, okay, that's enough money I made, or this is enough money I lost. So we had to put, and we bought it at 16.35, and it jumped up to 19. We're down $72, so now we only got $12 in that contract that we paid $84 for. Losing that much money, is that enough for you to lose before you cut it? It should be. You know what I mean? So if it's free falling and just dropping, always make sure you try to save at least 50% of your money. You should really be cutting out that 20%. You know what I mean? Because with 20%, you still got 80% of your money left over. You go try to find another contract. But if you get down to that 50% territory, 60%, that's basically, you know what I mean? That's death row. You one, two bad 50, 60%, and your account is blown up. And it is what it is. It happens all the time. Shit, I blew up a $300,000 account trying to trade and thinking I know what I'm doing and saying, yeah, I'm right because I was right for like a month and a half, so I was killing it. And nope, I was doubling, tripling, quadruple down, and it just fucking kept going up. So, like I said, everybody blows up your account at least once. And if you don't, fucking kudos to you. I should have learned how to trade from that motherfucker who ain't never blew up their account. But it happens. And I ain't saying blowing up, don't take your investments, meaning your long holds, and sell those to add more to your trading money. No, just any money that you make from trading for your trading account. If it goes belly up, it goes belly up. Work some overtime and get that shit back. Let's see. So to go over the last couple things, let's go over to the Discord. And now over here, let me move this over here. Come on, work. There we go. Okay, so for Discord, like I said, definitely come check out the morning watch list. Main thing. You look at it in the morning, see what they're calling out. Go chart it, with that little bullish engulfing pattern that I like to play with. But check that out. It's very simple, very easy for you to identify it. So if you don't want to do nothing else, then you just want to check something, that would be the first thing you check. Then go to Jarvis, then type in the news and see what other things are coming up. For next week, we're waiting for her to see who talks, because Jay Powell will be talking sooner than later, and I don't think the information that he's going to give out is going to be good for people. I actually took some notes on that one. I heard he is March 11th. They have the yield curve starts to rise again around March 1st to the 11th. March 11th, a reverse repo market runs out. So that's all the shit from COVID and all that stuff, the housing, whatever it was called, can't remember it, but that gets ran up. So after that, the bank terms, they end their program and all that. So on March 11th, Jay Powell's going to say, hey, we might have to raise rates. And he's going to say that if China dumps more of their U.S. Treasury bonds that they've been dumping for the last shit since the fall. Actually, they dumped over $4 trillion between China, UK, Japan, Saudi Arabia. Like, everybody's dumping the U.S. Treasury bonds and stocks from the U.S. So if they keep doing that, if China keeps doing that, the market's going to tank. Meaning Jay Powell's going to have to go up on the interest rates, and a whole bunch of people are going to lose their shit. The 1% is going to make some money, but a lot of people are going to lose their shit. But knowing what we know, how to play the market both ways, when shit like that and shit hits the fan, basically like COVID, you go find you a put, you put some money on it, and you rock out. You know what I mean? Play a SPY put, a Q's put, anything that you know is going to fuck down, jump in the put and go down with it. make some money, because a lot of people didn't know what to do last year. Everybody, I mean, the last time a real big pullback happened, a reversal or a crash. Everybody got scared and sold. Some people held. The people that held, great, but they didn't have no money to buy into it. You know what I mean? If they had more money to buy into it, they could have, got better prices on their shares that they was holding. Or if you had money already, you could have just bought right into it as soon as it dipped. And it's like, oh shit, I bought Nvidia at 118 bucks or $117. I think that was at its low point. Shit, I had a guy at work. He was a nervous Nilly. He bought 10 grand worth of it, and 10,000 worth of it was at 120. So shit, how many shares he had? I think he had close to like 600. Yeah, he ended off with close to like 750 shares after a couple weeks because he just kept adding money to it. It went up, came down. It was just hovering. He got scared. He was, I'd rather go buy a house. So he sold. And right now, Nvidia is at $726. So I show him every morning and I tell him how much it went up. So I throw it in his face because you're supposed to hold shit like that. You know what I mean? During the pandemics, too. So a lot of people don't know just the knowledge, but I'm happy everybody here or watching the recording will get that information so they can pass it on. But definitely let people know, hey, there's ways to make money when the market drops, and that's what we're here for. All right, so going over the Discord one more time. Don't forget to check Queen Flex's channel for callouts. They are always in here. She did pretty good last week and the week before. I got into this Wells Fargo play. It was a perfect call. Check my channel. I've been doing pretty decent. I finally got this SMCI. They killed me one day, but I fucking got them back the next day. That was like Russian roulette. They didn't even want to call it out. But like I said, I got a pretty good return on that. Let's see, Coin. Did real good on Coin. That was an earnings play. Coin took off. As I had a 183. That was my break-even price, like we always talked about. When you get to that break-even price, basically you're at dollar for dollar. So every dollar goes up, you're making 100. So I had a 1,300% return when I looked at this, but overall, I think I hit 25. Yeah, I took it for 2,500 because I sold it at 15 and some change. Let's see. I know it's in here somewhere. Yep, right here. So sold it for 14 and some change. But it's always good to check out the checkmates to make sure the call outs are lining up. If you see people see us calling things out, and then you go to the checkmate, seeing people that are playing them and they're winning on them, that means they're getting into the game, they're playing the right calls, they're taking their profit, and they're getting the hell out of there. So the call outs are here, just in case you're at work and you don't want to. I ain't gonna say you don't want to, because you should want to always try to enhance your skills, look at a chart, find some news on it. But if you don't have the time to do all that, the call outs are here. Just make sure when you see a call out, check the time on it, check to see who called it out, check to see what they're doing with it. Because like I said, some of them are day trades, some of them are swing trades. But most importantly, they're after you take the trade, is your trade. It's not our trade no more. You know what I mean? We just helped you. We guided you in the right way to get something. But after you get it and it's in your possession, you're actually holding that contract. We really can't tell you what to do with it. So you decide when you want to take it. But if it goes green, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. If it goes red and you don't take the profit, because the market's going to give you whatever, but they're going to take it right back if you don't take what they give you. So always remember that in the back of your mind. And don't forget to always check out the crypto watch list. Reason I said check out the crypto watch list, because if you see Bitcoin on here doing anything like, oh, Bitcoin's really running, don't forget we always got the Mara and Riots that we like to play. Mara and Riot usually run with Bitcoin. So if you see any news on Bitcoin, or you see Bitcoin's price astronomically going up or astronomically going down, 9 out of 10, one of these are going to be running with it. So these contracts aren't that bad either. So now we'll go out, got a 2-week contract. You can get damn near for a call right at the money, under $300. In the money, $300. Now if he's going for a put, around the same price range, but these are fairly priced, and like I said, they go with what Bitcoin is doing. So definitely always check out all the channels in the Discord just to make sure, like I said, you get as much information as you can. Tavon's been calling out some good plays, fairly priced. Always good to get into them. You know what I mean? Like I said, everything is right here at your fingertips. Just make sure you're looking into it before you get it. So if you see something like, okay, he called out blank or gold, go out on the trading view real quick and just check it out. Go to gold, see what it's doing, see if you like it. Because a lot of people might not like what it's doing. You might look at it like, on to the next one. You know what I mean? But then somebody else might, wait a minute, it has a nice little setup. Now we don't see no bullish engulfing candle. It just literally just jumped up above there. So I had a nice little gap up. But it's still not saying there's enough momentum to keep on going. But anyway, you come see this and that's what you can see. Then somebody can say, hey, it's been selling off. Now it's time for a reversal. And no matter what it's about to do, because this is on the daily, on the weekly, it might be something different. You know what I mean? So everybody would just, just look at anything that you've seen called out and just don't take it for like gold that we're calling it out. Check it out first and then go for it. Let's see what else real quick. Oh, last but not least, if you guys got anything out this course, any type of knowledge, if it was worth your time, please stop in here for was it worth it and let us know. We always like to get people's feedback, good, bad, ugly, it don't matter. Feedback is always good. And for anybody who will like further, further help, like I said, we don't like holding hands, but we're going to definitely help you get to where you got to go to. You have any more questions that the course is over, please sign up for a live class schedule. Queen will get you with somebody that can definitely help you out with any of your questions. All you got to do is go in here, say, I need help with finding entry points or understanding why this chart is telling me something different than what the asset is actually doing. You know what I mean? So pop your question in there and we'll definitely set you up. But other than that, do we have any questions from all 15 people in here?
Me.
Go for it.
I know you probably went over it, but you know me, I want to be on both sides. I want to sell calls and puts, but I
Oh,
also make the money too.
I got you. Let's go over here. All right, so I'll just stick on Mara. So right now, if you wanted to sell cover calls, you'll need 100 shares of any company. That's first and foremost. So after you get your 100 shares, instead of coming over to buying, you will actually click sell. So now you're the seller. So now this premium right here, you will get that money as soon as somebody like me buys this option. But the trick to this is you don't really want to hit the strike price. You don't want it to get to your strike price. When we're buying the option, we want it to get to the strike price. Now, the reason why you don't want to get to the strike price, because if you have a strike price of 26.50 because you wanted to get this 261 and it stays above that, you're going to lose your 100 shares. They're going to buy them for 26.50. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get to 260, but that means you lose your 100 shares. No matter what price you bought them in at, your 100 shares are gone. So the key to selling options is going away from the strike price. So this is a call. We'll just hypothetically say Mara's not gonna. We know Mara is about to go down for the next week or two. So what we'll do is, if it's at 26.67, we would do like a $28, $29 call for next week. You know what I mean? Or 2 weeks from now, or we can even do next week. A $29 call. Yeah, the premium that you're receiving is a lot less, but we know you'll be able to keep your shares after the week, and you'll be able to get that same 119 or $100, whatever, the following week. Does that help you? That help you understand it a little bit?
Yeah, because I think before I even took your class, I was just playing around with whatever I had in my account, and I
Mm-hmm.
picked tunes. I want to say that's what it was.
Tune.
Yeah, and I picked I think buy. And basically, I just be watching it and it goes up and down and up and down. So basically I was like, I want to like sell because I see what I don't even know if I can share my screen. So you can actually see what I am like talking about.
Let's see. 1 second. Go ahead, you can share it.
Oh, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Bring. Okay. I want to say that's when I bought it, January the 17th, and that's when it expires
Yeah,
for
419.
So I was just like playing around because I was like, with me, in order for me to learn, I have to like do it
Yeah.
to learn. So basically, I like watch it basically go up, down, up and down. So basically, I was like, I want to be on the other end because I know most like the other people done did the same. Not I don't want to say mistake, but did the same thing I did.
Yeah, can you
For
scroll up a little bit? Well, scroll down.
okay.
Nope, the other way. Yep, that way. Okay, so with this contract, even though you bought it January 17th and it was a 4-month contract when you bought it, it was $10. So meaning it was kind of out the money. It probably was close to the money because I was in tune for a little bit. I actually had a contract in tune. It went up like 40%, but I sold it as soon as it went up. You know what I mean? So with this particular, you'll have to try to sell that one because that one's a dead contract. But
Okay.
if you want to exercise it, meaning you'll get all 100 shares, you actually purchase all 100 shares, but you don't want to exercise it at that price that you got it at. You know what I mean? Because you got a 250 call.
Yeah.
So that means you'll be exercising and buying 100 shares at $2.50, and it's not nowhere near $2.50 right now. You know what I mean? So current price
Yeah.
is actually $1.50. So with this contract, you lost $10 on it. Fine, you know what I mean? Whatever. Um, you can re-enter it if you want to go further out on it. You know what I mean? If you want to get closer into money. But if you wanted to sell covered calls on it, you will have to buy 100 shares of those or covered puts. You have to buy 100 shares of those. And then you'll be on the other side selling the $10 contracts, making sure it doesn't get to the strike price, but at least you get $10 from it each month, each week, or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a dividend. You're making yourself your own dividend.
Okay.
But with that contract right there, it's a dead contract. You can try to sell it, but it probably won't sell until February 19th when Robinhood expires at worthless.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
my other ones I did in February. Uh
So Hood
I
looks
did
good. Snap looks good. Let's see, you got 1150 call for Snap and 13 for Hood. 1 second. Pull up Snap real quick. Oh, I had a nice little gap down. Okay, so you got an 1150 call for Snap. All right, so as of the daily chart, it does have a little sign of degrading, meaning it's going to come down a little more. You got to the 23rd, which is only Friday. If you look at for Tuesday opening up, because we're going to miss a day of the market, so already we have a short week. So with a short week, usually options tend to go more erratic and more volatile that Tuesday morning. So you might be able to get a nice little pop up on it, but as soon as it pops, you might want to get rid of it because you only have it till the 23rd. Now, if you had it until like the 1st or something like that, that'll be a little better. And not a little better. It's just then you can hold it a little longer. But you don't want to take no chance with it, being so close to your expiration date. You definitely want to make sure you get some profit on it.
okay. Is it best to like go weekly or go bi-weekly when you're basically shopping for contracts?
It really goes by your budget, right? So my first thing is you find what budget you can get into, but always go further out or deeper in the money for the weekly. So if you have a weekly, if you can get a weekly contract, we'll just keep it on tune right over here. I can't keep it on tune. Tune doesn't have too many contracts. Let's go to SPY. All right, so with SPY has daily contracts. So if we want to go out a week and we had $500 we wanted to spend, we can get an in the money SPY for $325. But if we wanted to spend the whole 500, I like to go further out or deeper in. It depends on, like I said, which way you want to go. I like to go further out because it gives it more time to cook. So if I have 500, I will literally keep going out different days until I seen 478. So I will go 10 days out and spend my 500 on this. But you also can do 3 days out and spend your 500 on this. Now you're in the money, and but you don't have that much time left. So it could be a nice swing trade for the next day, or it could be a nice day trade because you're so far down. If it goes up, a couple bucks, you can make, a couple $100 on that maybe. But like I said, the further out you got more time to cook, gives it time to run. And if it runs in your favor, you're good to go.
Okay.
But like I said, we're in the Discord. Definitely look me up. Check my channel out for swing trades. I always put some swing trades in there. Fairly priced. Queen always has her swing trades in there. But if you need any more help, sign up for the live one-on-ones and we'll get it for you.
Okay.
Sounds good. Well, thank you all for coming. You know what I mean? Sounds good. I want you guys to be successful traders because the better you guys look, the better we look as a group. The more you guys lose, the more we lose as a group, and we don't like that. So I like to see everybody winning. So any more help that you guys need, we are there. Like I said, definitely look out the call outs. We've been killing it. And until then, I will see you guys in the Discord. Let me move this over.